Hey y'all, my name is Sarah Steffen. I'm the Assistant Manager of Durant and Horseshoe Farm Nature Preserves with City of Raleigh's Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Resources. Today I'm hoping to teach you a little bit about how you can bring wildlife into your own backyard. No matter what size yard you have, there's something that you can do to encourage critters in, if you like that sort of thing. So other than the obvious reasons that lizards and toads are kind of cute, why would you want to encourage wildlife into your backyard? Well, for one, they're beneficial to you. If you have a veggie garden especially, these critters, most of the ones that we've talked about, eat some type of bug. So whether they are a carnivore or an omnivore, they're going to eat pests in your yard. The snakes are going to eat mice and voles that might be in your yard, tearing up plants or veggies, whatever you may have planted. It also, encouraging insects into your yard might encourage birds and other species. And so if we provide basic food for our animals, such as insects, for our meat-loving animals, and we provide homes for those animals, then we can have a nice ecosystem in our backyard and encourage all types of things. I live pretty close to downtown Raleigh and have gotten all types of things from very simple ways of putting coverboards in my yard. Not only that, not only are you helping your own yard by creating this natural environment, you're also helping our wildlife, because oftentimes they don't have anywhere to go now, and that's why they're flocking to my backyard. Putting coverboards is one of the easiest things you can do to help that wildlife. So, are you ready to see some different types? I'm going to show you around my yard, and I've done very simple things where you can use reusable materials that you have in your own yard, and by the end of today, you could have your own coverboard. All right? Let's get ready. Alright, so this is our first coverboard. It doesn't look like much. It's a piece of wood that actually was in our yard when we moved in last year, and I just decided to keep it and use it as a coverboard. Probably 12 inches by 8 inches maybe, not big at all. But we have had some things living under it, so I'm going to show you guys. And this is all you're going to do. Once you have it down, for coverboards you don't have to do anything. You just put a piece of wood down and let it sit there. All right, as you can see, we have a lot of friends here. If you grew up in North Carolina, you might know these as roly-polies. They're also called pill bugs. Lots of those guys. We have some snails. What else? There's a little spittle right there. I'm not sure if that's a spittle bug, that white thing. But mostly you can see snails and roly-polies. Sometimes I have found a lizard. There are some depressions, so something might come in, maybe a toad. All right, so coverboard number one. All right, so we checked our first one. We know now that when you pick up a coverboard or roll a log or anything like that, you pull it towards yourself so that the animal can escape, especially if there's a snake under there or a lizard, they're gonna take off. The second part of that is when you put it back, be careful. You don't want to just slam it down because there are creatures under there and you don't want to kill any of them. So be careful when you're putting it back as well. All right, on to round two. All right, our next coverboard, just a piece of cardboard. And I actually use this multi-purpose. It's a coverboard, but it is also killing the weeds under there, so I can pull them out more easily next time. All right. Don't see much under here today. We've got a little snail. So before I had time to show you guys, I found this little guy under this piece of cardboard. Again, cardboard is just fine for a coverboard. This is a harmless, non-venomous brown decay snake. I have a few of them in my yard. They're the only snakes I've seen attracted to coverboards, but do note you may get black rat snakes, garter snakes. The only one you guys in Wake County really have to be concerned about is the copperhead. But just know most of our snakes in North Carolina are non-venomous, harmless, not aggressive, just want to run away from you. So if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. Here are some old recycling bins and planters. Again, as a reminder that wildlife will use cover wherever they can find it. So this has just been sitting here. I have a feeling we might find something. Got a lizard. I see him. I also made a brush pile by tearing down invasive vines that were on this fence behind it and just left them in the middle. This is really great for box turtles. Snakes would like this, definitely lizards. But we also get a lot of wrens, so Carolina and house wren, that like to come in here and use it for habitat, but also for hunting grounds. You can see we can't mow really close around it, so the grass is growing up around it, so it mainly looks like grass, but there are lots of sticks in there. It's not something you can really easily look up or turn up so that you can look into it, but you can see animals, and we know that it's providing shelter. So another good way, and look, that was perfect. And butterflies will even use it as well. Alright, so in review, we use lots of different materials to have cover boards in our yard. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be something that was in your garage, in your home, maybe even going in the recycling bin that you repurposed and used in your yard as a cover board. And remember, don't check it every day. Just like you wouldn't want a stranger coming to your house every day, maybe check it once or twice a week, and that way you'll be able to encounter the wildlife that is attracted to these areas. And also a great way to encounter the biodiversity that is found within the Piedmont region of North Carolina. Many people don't even understand how many different types of insects we have, how many different types of reptiles and amphibians, and these are all things that live all around us every day. And remember, it might take a couple weeks before you start seeing things. The wildlife has to learn that these areas are there and that they're safe before they'll come in. So, have fun. Happy coverboarding!